Hi there. So it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and today I just want to show you January's paper pumpkin kit and what I did with it. So in the box you get the instructions, right? Pictures of all the cards. So there's 8 cards in this kit. On the inside is step-by-step instructions, a ruler down here, which I think is kind of cool, and then on the back of the instructions it has like everything that's in your kit and the coordinating colors, and then just some alternate ideas that you could do with your kit. Also in the kit this time, it talked about the little paper pumpkin add-on, and the add-on are little boxes that look like this. Isn't that cute? Now I stamped on the bottom of mine so that they're finished with their chocolate, and these are just 2 little Reese's peanut butter chocolate hearts, but look how cute those boxes are. And in the kit it looks like this, or in the package there's 20 of these little boxes. So I'm assuming there's 20, I didn't count them, but I'm assuming you get like 20 little snails to go with it, and then a bunch of labels, and there again I didn't count them, but these 2 are the exact same labels that you get in the packet, or the kit, the paper pumpkin kit this month, and I'll show them to you. But that's a pretty cute little add-on they have that coordinates with this month's kit. And then you can see on my little kit, my little box, these little resin hearts like this, they're from the mini catalog, and they look like this in a package of red and white. And like I said, you can get those out of the mini catalog. So if you're interested in decorating your little box, that's what you get. So also, so you know, now if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, this month I'm going to send you a make and take. And I sent you a little add-on box in your make and take so you can make one too. So when you get your make and take, you'll know what that's all about. Okay, let's go on, keep going with the Paper Pumpkin. So then you always get the stamp set. And I think here, wait, let me bring this paper back out so you can see it a little better on instead of blue. Nice stamp set. There's the little snail again that was in the add-on. A bunch of words, a really pretty heart with a bunch of more hearts. Nice stamp set. You get thin black ribbon, even on a spool this time, which I think is pretty cool. That way it doesn't get kinked and torn up or whatever. Our ink spot this month is the Poppy Parade. In your first paper pumpkin kit, you also get a block. Of course, I don't have the block because this is not my first paper pumpkin kit. But beside all of that in there, and I'm going to leave my stamp set out because I'm going to show you how to do the make and take. But you also get all this cardstock and such as that. So here's the 2 patterns of cardstock. Or I should say card bases. These are card bases like this. I'm going to leave one of these out because that's how I'm going to show you how to do the make and take. And then you also get envelopes, Poppy Parade envelopes, love those. And then layerings for your card. Now these are even stampable, so this little stamp here, the little flowers and hearts, coordinate with the flowers and hearts, you know, and you can stamp on these too. Oh, and the big heart is with this one. That's what this one's all about. And I thought that was kind of fun, so you can actually stamp on the cardstock that they gave you. Here's the labels, right? If you can see them, I'll show you them a little bit. You get the strips of scallop black and the little tags and the loves. And then, of course, you get your glue dots, which we're going to need. And you get these enamel hearts. Those were fun, and some dimensionals, and now we'll need the dimensionals, so I'm going to set those aside too. Okay, so let me show you what the cards look like in the kit. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you know I like to add an extra layer back here, so I have added a layer of paper pumpkin. I've added a layer of Poppy Parade cardstock and made my inside white like this. Now this stamp set, the Happy Valentine's Day, is from last year's paper pumpkin. And then I did bring in my heartfelt with the hearts here to do the inside of my cards. But that one looks like that, and then there's one that looks like that. And now I just noticed that I didn't even put the enamel hearts on this card, and I think it looks just fine the way it is. Look, aren't they cute? Love these cards. On this one, I saw Karen. Oh, I lost Karen's last name. She was just fresh in my mind too, how she put the little puppy on there. She's on the porch with her husband. That's the only way I can describe Karen. But anyway, and this little puppy, look how cute they are. These are a couple more of them that you can get from the Pets. I think it's called Pets. The Playful Pets Designer Series paper. And I just took and fussy cut out the little pups. Now this pup right here actually has the dies that you can cut him out. And then here's the stamp set that coordinates with that, just in case you're interested. And all this is in the annual catalog. So there's my cards. I did also make a little box. Now I saw Rhonda Wade, because at Valentine's Day I'm all into giving little packages and candies and stuff. And I saw Rhonda Wade make this little box on her Facebook page or Facebook Live or whatever. And so I did use one of those card bases and made a little box out of the cardstock. And I also made this little box. Now this was Erica Serwin. She made this, and she did not make it out of the paper pumpkin kit, but when I cased it, I made it out of the paper pumpkin kit. And this is what your make and take is going to look like. So like I said, if you're part of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, I'm going to send you a little make and take in the mail, and this is what it is. And I'm even going to try to send you a little Russell Stover's caramel heart. We'll see how he mails, so we'll see what happens. I'll be interested to see if that goes in the mail very well, or if you're like, yikes, don't do that again. But let me show you how I made this little box. So like I said, I'm going to start with a card base, this one here, and I need to cut it down. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down to 4 3/4. And then I need to cut it down to 7 1/4. So let me get it here, 7 1/4. Okay, now when I have it this direction here, I'm going to take, there's a score line on my card right here. And this score line needs to be at 1 inch. But if I put this edge at 5 1/4, that puts my score line right here at 1 inch. And then I'm going to score right here. So now I have 2 score lines right here and right here on my card base. And then I'm going to go ahead and score each side at 1 inch here and 1 inch here. And that's what, now in your packet, when you get your packet, I'll have already done all the scoring for you. And now this is, so you take this out of your kit and then just start. I'm going to fold the score lines. Where's my bone folder? Just so I can see them better, because now we need to trim on those score lines. Let me get my paper snips here. And I'm going to just trim up, because we're making a box. And I'm going to just score or trim right there up to that score line. Okay, so I like to check my lines, right, when fold this in and make sure that they're not over the score line, to where this one is right here a little bit. So I'm going to just cut him down. And then make sure this one, see, this one's under the score line. This one's a little over, so I'm going to trim him down just a little bit. And I can't see him on the printed side. I'm going to go on the white side here. There we go. But now, I think, I think we're good. All of our score lines are where they need to be. Okay, so then I want this part to be the front, and I want the front to have this nice fold, and the back to have the seams. So I'm going to just take, and I'm going to use Stampin' Up! Seal Plus. You could also use tear and tape. You could use liquid glue. You could probably use regular seal, but I think you need something a little stronger when you're putting a box together, so that's why I'm going to use the Seal Plus. A little bit like that, and then fold these in, and then just cover those down, and make, let me get my corners straight down here. Like that, and then same thing on this side, my corner straight, and there we go. Then our box looks just like that. Now I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to cut from this corner up to this corner. And I think it's easier if I do it this way. But I'm going to just cut those at an angle, just like Erica did. And then there I have a box just like that. See how it's angled like that and gets those corners out of the way. Okay. So then also, and I've already done this for your kit, I've taken my heart bundle, these 2 heart punches, and I've punched out both of them. So let me go ahead and punch out the regular and the scalloped heart. And like I said, both of these are already in your kit. And then for our saying, I'm going to go ahead and take my classic label punch and punch one of those out too. And all 3 of these will be in your kit. And then also in your kit, you'll have a piece of that black thin ribbon that's about 7.5 inches long. And we're going to use our glue dots here. Let me find my take a pick tool, because I'm going to go ahead, whoop, I need this end, and take a glue dot here, well maybe, and put a glue dot right here in the front of my box, right here on the side, right on the seam where those 2 pieces of cardstock meet. You probably can't see it because of the pattern, but that's where I'm going to put one right here too. And then what the heck, I might as well put, well no, I don't know where to put on the back. I'm going to leave it off. But then let me take those little coverings off. And then we're going to wrap our thin ribbon around our box. And then one more glue dot right here at the end. There we go, and now we have that little ribbon that's going to decorate that seam around our box. Okay, let's do some stamping real quick. So I'm going to bring in my Pierce mat here, and I'm going to put that great big heart on a block, whoop, like that. I need to bring in a scrap of paper so I don't get my Pierce mat dirty. Oops, and I'm going to use the dark side because I want to see the white on that dark side so I can see where I'm stamping. Now, you have a paper Poppy Parade ink pad in your kit. I'm going to use my big one for my, well, just my normal size one. I think it's a little bit easier to handle. But I'm going to take those hearts and I'm going to stamp them right over that little punched heart. And then look how cute that little heart is there. And then for the words, I'm going to go ahead and take that Hi Valentine that's on the stamp set and some black ink. Now, if you don't have black ink, I'm sure it came in our kit not too long ago, but just in case you don't have black ink, you could also stamp this in the Poppy Parade. But I'll head it upside down. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this right on that little punched classic label. There we go. So then with a couple of the dimensionals from the kit, I'm going to put them on the back of my heart here. And then layer my stamped heart right on top of my scalloped heart. And then I'm going to get rid of these points with my tag, I just want a straight tag like this. I'm going to just trim that there and trim that off there. Then with a couple of little glue dots. In fact, I think I'm going to use 3 of them. Those little backs off. There we go. And then just set that in the middle of my heart. Now also, which is a really big fad right now, and you saw it in the card kit, you could take and stamp that little love on a scrap of piece of white paper and just fussy cut it out and put that. Could work too. In fact, this one I think is what I'm going to use on my box this time. A couple dimensionals on the back of this. And you set that on the front of your box, just like that. Isn't that cute? And then you just take your chocolate heart and put it in there. And look how cute, you have a little Valentine made from your paper pumpkin kit. Also, I don't know if you saw, but this one I took and I stamped some of those little stamps from the stamp set, the little hearts and flowers here. And then I just took a black ballpoint pen and colored in the little centers of the flowers to give it to coordinate with this, with this black ribbon. But there you go. So there's what I did with my paper pumpkin kit. And like I said, watch the mail. Pretty soon yours should be there. I'll be mailing them out in the next couple of days. I hope you like it, and I hope you get a chance to play with Paper Pumpkin. If you like to join Paper Pumpkin or subscribe, you can just go to paperpumpkin.com. I would love to be your demonstrator. My name's Kathy House from Denver, Colorado. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you back here Friday about 11. Bye-bye.